Greetings, CAT students 11 and 12. Welcome to CAT Insights with Tech Track Academy. Today we are going to look at question 3 and question 4 of paper 1 2024 Prelim grade 12. We know that when we are talking about question 3 and question 4, we are talking about Excel. Okay, that is our data file. And in question 3, we are told to work with 3 books data sheets. We are going to open on our datasheet folder, data files folder, 3 books, a spreadsheet. And in that spreadsheet, we are instructed to first format cell A1 to J1. What are we doing with cell A1 to J1? We are told to merge and center. So we need to highlight from cell A1 up until J1. And again, we're told that we need to change the font size of row 1, A1 to J1 to be 24, size 24. (3.2), we need to format column H to be in South African rands. Column H, then home tab, group number we change there to currency where it says percentage, and then we decrease the decimals as the question instructed. We have column H in South African rands now, currency, and with no decimals. We are told again now to apply conditional formatting to column J to automatically display all the ebooks in a green font only. And they say fonts only. We do not color fill, but we change only font. Highlight column J, content in column J. Go to conditional formatting. Format only cells that contain, and we put specific text because we are told that we want ebook. Yes, then we choose format. We are on font already, not on fill font, and we are told to change the font color to any green. We check the preview. Yes, the font color is green. Then we can click on OK. Our ebook values are now green. We move to the next question. Here in column F contains the ISBN number of books. The 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th numbers of ISBN refer to the publisher of the books. So we need to use the lookup function in combination with another function in cell E3 to determine who the publisher of the book with the ISBN number in cell F3 is. So we're told that the ISBN, the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th, what do? They refer to the publisher of the books. So the lookup function we are going to use here should be able to, we need to use a lookup function together with another function which will be able to extract the 3 numbers from the 3rd number, the 4th number, and the 5th number of our ISBN. And we are told that we need to work where? On the ISBN worksheet as the lookup table. Okay, let's see. Okay, our lookup function here in cell E3 will be a VLOOKUP. And this VLOOKUP, we are going to combine it with another function which will extract 3 numbers. Which, the function should be mid function. Mid function has text. Where are we? We are in cell E3. We are extracting from cell F3, I'm sorry. And we want the starts number to be 3, and there are 3 characters, number 3, number 4, and number 5. So that will be our lookup value, and we are told our table array is in the ISBN sheet. So A1 to B49 will be our table array. The column index number, okay, I did not highlight correctly, A12, B49. Then we are having the column index number which is column B, it's number 2. It's the second column, and we want the exact match, which should be false. We got the publisher, which is Topic Lab. We move to the next question. We are told to prepare data worksheet so that it can print as follows. Print area, cell A1 to J50, and row 2 should be repeated at the top of each page. Again, we need to change the landscape from portrait to orientation. So page layout view, and we can change the orientation. Again, we can go to print titles. In print titles, that's where we can set the print area. We go to select the print area, which is A1 to J50. We do not type it in, but we go highlight that area. And again, we are told row 2 should repeat at the top of each page. We click on row 2, we select row 2. And we can see now row 2 appears on the top of each page. Back to normal view, and we move to the next question. The next questions tell us to use a function in cell G52 to determine the highest page count of all books listed in column G. And we need to be able to drag down the function so that we can have the second and the third highest page count. So we don't just want the maximum, but we also want the second highest, the third highest, and the third highest. So max function won't work here, but large will work because we want the second and the third highest as well. So we have the array, which is our range there, G3 to G50. And this should be the first highest. We cannot type 1, but we can just click on the one which is in cell F52 so that we can get the value, and we'll be able to drag down the function. But then we need our array to stay as it is when we drag down the function. So we need to lock the cells of the array. We lock the cells of the array in the first function, because our array changes when we drag down. After locking, then we will again drag down our function. It will give us the first, the second, and the third largest number there. Okay, we move to the next question. We are told in the next question, 3.7, create a chart that will display exactly as in the screenshot below. We go to the chart worksheet. We use the information provided, insert chart. We choose the column or bar chart, and we select the first one there. We see, yes, it resembles that one which we are looking for. Okay, we'll start editing so that it matches the one that we are given. Okay, we are told one that chart title is genre. So we type in the correct chart title as it is that side on the question paper. Again, we are told the data labels at the top. Okay, by default, they just come to the top. We will select if they did not come. Okay. Again, we are told fiction should be filled with 3 images picture, 3 image picture, 3 heart image. Okay. We select only the bar, fiction bar, and we go to fill, picture fill, and we go select 3 heart image. We can see that it is stretched, so we need to stack it. We select stack so that it is stack. Okay. Again, we need to flip our axis. So we go to axis option and we choose categories in reverse order so that our axes are flipped. We were told to consider legends at the end and they should be at the top. That is our chart. It resembles exactly what our chart looks like. It's the question paper. We are done with question 3. We can then save and move to question 4. Question 4 tells us to open 4 authors. We are working with 4 authors and we will need to rename sheet 1 to author. We will also need to apply a feature in row 8 so that all the headings will be visible. 4 authors. We rename sheet 1 to author. Right click, rename author. And then we are told row 8, we need to apply a feature, spreadsheet feature to make the headings visible. That will be wrap text. The next question, we are told to insert a function in cell 3 to calculate the average number of pages per book. Okay, average number of pages, that is column E, and we are calculating in cell C3, average of column E3 to E51. E9, I'm sorry, to E51. Then the next question, insert a function in cell C4 to determine the total price for all the fiction books in audio formats. Total price for all the fiction books in audio formats. In this case, we know what are we looking for. We're looking for a total, meaning we need to add the prices, but then we are given conditions there. The prices we are adding should be found in the fiction books, should be fiction, and again should be audio in format. So we are having 3 conditions there. It's the total or ranges that we're going to calculate with. Going to calculate the range of in the range of the total, we are going to calculate where we find fiction books and again where we find audio formats. In this case, we can use count ifs. Sum ifs, because we need the total. Sum ifs, we have the range of the total price. We have the range where we can find fiction and the criteria there will be fiction. Again, we have the range where we can find formats and the criteria there will be audio. Okay, we start typing our function. Okay, we can see the price in column I. Okay, just to check again, total price, fiction, books, and audio formats. That's what you'll be looking at in those columns. Okay, we can see the prices in column I. We can see again, we have genre in column C, and we have formats in column H. SUMIFS function. Okay, we start with column I. We select our range in column I. And we do not have the criteria there in column I, so we'll move to the next range, format range, and we have the criteria in format range. We click on any audiobook we find there, that is our criteria, H9 to H51, then audiobook is our criteria. The next range, column C, genre, C9 to C51. And in C51, in column C, we have criteria fiction. That will give us the answer we are looking for. And we move to the next question. The books that are not recommended will go on discount for 5%. Use an if function in column J to calculate the new price for the books that are not recommended. Otherwise, the original price must display. We are already told the function to use here. It's an if function. You can see where is the recommended books in column G. It's yes, no, yes, no. No, it's the recommended, not recommended books, which should be discounted with 5%. And the ones that are not discounted will remain as the same. Okay, we'll copy no. We put no to our building blocks. Then we start typing the if function. Why are we putting no on our building blocks? So that all the time when we want to refer to no, we'll just use the one on the building blocks. If G9